Hi everyone, this is Wendy. I'm back. As you can tell, I didn't take all of January off like I said I was going to. I had a couple of weeks break and it was just lovely, but I really missed my crafting. But I think I needed just to have a little break just to refresh myself. Yeah, and you can see I have been doing a little bit in the last few days. Okay, so what I'm on for, wanted to let everybody know that the Crafty Vera and Friends Facebook group is no longer called the Crafty Friends and the Crafty Friends. It is now called, oh my gosh, I've forgotten. The group is now called Our Crafty Tribe, and it's not run by Auntie Vera anymore. She's still in the group. She's just taking, she just took a step down from running it, and it's now run by Amira, who is Amira in Oz here on YouTube, and also Donna Triffitt. And Donna has started doing some more videos as well, so I'll leave both their links down below. I'm a moderator in it, and I have, my job is to be a spontaneous crafter. I suppose that's alright calling myself that. Anyway guys, what I'm on to show you today, I am going to put my first challenge up in the group, Our Crafty Tribe, and it's going to be that you have to make an accordion book, and it's sort of coming up, it's sort of themed on Valentine's Day for next month, but it's got a little twist. You have to make it for yourself. My word, I've chosen a word this year, which I don't normally do, and my word of the year is going to be love. So with that, it just covers like a lot of aspects for me, like self-love and loving the moment that you're in now, and just like, I feel that after all the negativity from last year and all the changes and everything else that's going on in my life, I'm going to throw more love out there, and hopefully I will get it back in return. So my first challenge, I'll get onto this. I am going to call my challenge, my first challenge, The Many Colours of Love. And it is, the challenge is to make an accordion book just for yourself, but each panel has to have a heart on it, some kind of heart. So I'll just go through. I have made some examples here, and I'll just put them up there. So and these are, it's just to really give you an idea, to give you some inspiration of things that you can do. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. You just, and it's also to use up what you've got in your own crafting supplies. Okay, so the first one is a three, I call each one a panel, so that's a 3 panel. And I've also done, I'll just quickly show you, I've also done one that has got the 4 panels as well. Okay, so this one here, the 3 panel, this is 4 inches by, I think that's roughly 5 inches. I shall check. 4 by 5 inches, which is about 9.5 centimetres by 13 centimetres. Okay, and with this one here, I have scored it at 4, then scored it at 8, and this is like a 12-inch. It's just a little bit shorter. This was an offcut, okay, but I'm working on the premise of a 12-inch piece of cardboard. So this was just a piece of scrap cardboard that I had in my supplies, and the background here is actually one of my jelly prints. Okay, so what I've done, I've used the cardboard, I've stuck down a jelly print on both sides, and then with this one here I've mainly used stamps, and I've also used some of the Tim Holtz sayings, which I can never remember what they're called, but you know, that sheet of sayings that you can buy from Tim Holtz, so I've added that as well. So I've done this one here, I've just done stamping on, and I've got like 3 hearts here. I have a little heart here and then another smaller one there, and then on this one here I have like a decorative heart and a smaller one there, and then over on this one I have another stamped heart. These here are all just stamped hearts. Okay, so when it opens up, it just stands up really nicely, and it's something that you can just put in your craft room or in your house or your bedroom, so that you can just look at it every day and say, yep, I love myself. The sayings I've got on here, I love them. Darling, you are a work of art. You are capable of becoming more than you realise. Never give up. You can never have too much happiness depends on ourselves. Give out what you most want to come back. Okay, so the phrases that I put on there, they kind of like resonate with me, so that's what I was thinking with that one there. And I've just gone around the edges with a little bit of ink just to darken that one up. So that's the first one. Then there was this one here, which is another 12-inch long piece of cardboard, and the height of this one I think is roughly the same, 5 inches, which is about 13 centimeters. And with this one here I have used the plain sheet of cardboard. Now while I'm looking at this, I just have to mention I had a hard time with my black paint pen, and I made a mistake here, and then I smudged over here and I smudged up there, and a little bit of smudging over here as well. And I thought, oh, why did I do that? At first I felt like just throwing the piece of cardboard away and saying, right, that's it, I'll start again. But then I thought, no, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I am not perfect within myself. So, you know, my crafting isn't always perfect either. So with this one here, I've made it into a 3-panel one, so you've actually got 6 panels. And the backgrounds, I have just done, this is more like a mixed media one, and I've just done some painted backgrounds on another panel, and I've just more or less glued that onto the main base, and then I just cut some hearts out of fabric for all of these here. They're all different backgrounds and they're all different pieces of fabric, and I've actually sewed them on to this back painted. Was going so well. It wouldn't be me if I didn't stuff up somewhere. Okay, so what I done, I sewed these hearts with my sewing machine. I sewed them around onto my base here, my painted base, and then I just done a few extra stitches across the center, like this one here just goes everywhere. The stitching across here just goes straight across that way, and then this one here is sort of like a star stitching. And I've also just added a few more little sayings. This one here, just breathe, love yourself, and shine like the whole universe is yours. So that's that side. And then this side here, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. I like that one, that's lovely. Live your life and collect beautiful moments. So that was like a mixed media type one, and you could have it sitting any way you wanted. You could change it round from day to day to see the different sides of it. Okay, so there's that one. Now this is the other 3-panel one. This one is a little bit longer, taller. So this is 15 centimetres, which is 6 inches high, and it's still on the 12-inch piece across this way. So with this one here, I have actually zigzagged around the whole edge of my 12 by 12, of my 12 by 6 backing. And before I started decorating it, this was like the masterboard. You know how a while back the craze was to collage and make a masterboard? So this is more or less what I've done for my background on this one here. So I'll just show you. This was one of the masterboards I done a few months back. This was done on a piece of cardboard, but I only done like the one side because I was going to use it for a journal cover. But with this one here, with our accordion book, you'd have to do it on both sides. Or you could do your collaging one side and then paint on the other. Like, it's really up to you what you want to do. I want you to make it yours, okay? And then after I've done the collaging on there, I've cut out, these hearts here were cut from a die, and these hearts, the fabric hearts, I just used a die for a pattern, for a template, and cut those hearts with. So what I've done, I've just put a bit of lace behind the yellow heart, and then I have some dimensional tape under there, and then some dimensional tape under the smaller heart, and then just put another little saying up here, the power of thinking. And over here, this heart here was cut freehand, and I have some crocheted trim down the sides with some buttons, and this one is one today is worth 2 tomorrow. Then this here, these 2 hearts were cut freehand, and I've got a little bit of crocheted lace and a little bit of fibres up here. I found this little bit here and I thought, oh, that goes really well with the stripes on that pattern paper. So you can use your pattern paper, or you can also use like your jelly print papers, anything you want really to make it. This one here, I've got sweetheart, happiness, good fortune, the music of my heart, and love is spontaneous down there. And then on this back panel here, I've just layered up 2 hearts that were cut freehand and added some flowers. The first step in a journey, that's the little saying there. And then over on this side here, I have another die cut heart with some more fibres just made into a little bow that just dangles there, and a saying, start doing things you love. This one here, I have another bigger heart. I haven't got a saying on this one, I must have missed it. And then I've also put on like a little applique here, and then some die cut leaves and just a little flower. Okay, so that's that one. And the next one is, it's the 4-panel one. Okay, so what I've done with this one, I have used the masterboard background again, like this. The masterboard background is just collaging down your little scrap pieces of paper. You've got paper or tissue paper, music sheet, book, textbook paper, and things like that. So that's what I've done here. But with this one also, I have then just dragged over some white gesso just to tone the backgrounds down a little bit. So I hope you can see that all right. I'm not sure if you can. Maybe bring my light over a bit more. Okay, hopefully that's all right. You might be able to see the background a bit better there. So what I've done is just put, you know, scraped some gesso over with just a card just to tone down the backgrounds a little bit. And on this one here, I love birds, okay, and I think my favourite bird is a kookaburra. And you wouldn't believe it, I go out of the house this morning to go shopping and we've got a kookaburra sitting on our fence down there. So I just thought, oh, that's lovely. So that just made my day this morning. So what I've done here, I had some pattern paper that had these beautiful kookaburras on them, and what I'd done was just hand cut the hearts around the kookaburras and just glued them all down on here. The sayings on this one: live simply, give generously, life was meant for a great adventure. Then some stickers which I'm trying to use up as well this year. Live, laugh, love, and you are capable of becoming more than you realise. I think some of the sayings I've kind of like doubled up, but that's okay because, you know, I used the same pad from the saying pad. That's all right because I used the saying pad from Tim Holtz, so some of those are doubled up. This here: be authentic, be original, stay strong, be brave, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. So I kind of like, you don't have to theme it, but these panels here are kind of like themed on birds, the kookaburras, okay? And I have just gone around the edges of those hearts with some vintage photo distress ink, okay? So there's that side. And then on this side here, I've sort of done the same. I had some patterned scrapbooking paper that had flowers on it, so I thought I'm just going to leave that like that. So I hand cut some of these hearts just around the patterns of the flowers. And up here, with brave wings she flies, be in love with your life, the journey is the destination, start each day with a grateful heart. I just love how these turned out, and you know, you can just sit them up on your table, on a shelf or something like that. So that was the 4 panel. They're a little bit thinner, or well, a lot thinner really, because the 4, this is 6 inches by 12, and then the panels are 6 by 3, where these ones were at 4. Okay, so there's those. And the last one I've got here, this is a 4 panel one, and what I've done with here, I have each panel I've used a scrapbooking paper, a pattern paper, and then I've cut the heart out, and with the background, that the paper that I've put onto the main base, I have used my machine to go around. Once I glued, sorry guys, once I glued the background papers down, then I went round and used my machine so that I could pick up both sides of the panel at once. Okay, so this one here, and I've left the threads on this from the cotton. This one, all you need is love, Then over here, love yourself first. Now these ones here, these hearts, I had some embossed paper with the numbers on them, so I just cut a couple of hearts out of that and then just run a bit of ink over them so that they'd stand out a bit more. This one here, be your beautiful self. I've hand cut the hearts and just placed one on top of the other, and then just done some really rough stitching and then glued it down onto the background. This one here, listen to your heart, it will show you the way. And this is just the die cut hearts that I've added there. This one over here, I have 2 die cut hearts up there, and I've also die cut the word love and stuck that down there. And then you are enough, love you, and be in love with your life. They're the sayings that I put down on that one there. And then we turn it over here. This is the same as the 2 little hearts. This was some embossed paper. This paper was actually, it's eco-dyed paper that my sister sent up to me. And I had only a little piece of it left after making a few little journals, and I decided to emboss it. So that's what I've done there. I've just embossed it and inked around the edges. This one says, do what you love, love what you do. Then over here, I'm not sure if I really love this page, but I think it'll grow on me. This is just some fabric. So I've cut 3 different shaped, sized hearts, and then just zigzag down the middle, and I just put this little love, the heart with the love on it down the bottom. It says believe in yourself, which, yeah, I should. Like, I do like it, but it wouldn't be one of my favourites. Okay. This one here, now I just wanted to show you that you didn't necessarily have to have a big heart or covering the whole panel, but it does have to have a heart. So I've got this little heart just sitting here. So what I did with this one, I just put down a few little quotes from that Tim Holtz pad that I liked. So it says, start doing things you love, do your best, choose to see the good stuff, believe in yourself, which is the same one up there, but it's in the white. I like that. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to love yourself first and foremost, before you can love anybody else. And focus on what's important. Let it go. Be you bravely. Live every day with intention, and love yourself first, which is what I was just talking about, wasn't it? And then that's the front panel there. So that's my challenge, guys. My first challenge in our Crafty Tribe Facebook group. Now I will just show you, if you're not sure how to do the accordion. I've just got my scoreboard here. Okay, we'll just put them there, and I've got some pieces of cardboard here. So this one here, like the cardboard's 12 inches across. So this one I'll do a 4 panel. So it will be 3 inches wide. So you score that at 3, then you score it at 6, and then you score it at 9. And then fold all these over. And it is a good idea to fold them in both directions. So I've folded them that way, and then I'm just going to fold them this way as well. It just makes it a bit easier for the accordion. Okay, and that's it. That's how easy it is to make 4 panels. Okay, and then you can either lay it completely down, you can paint it, You can collage on it, you can just add decorative papers on it. It's up to you. You can even cover that in fabric and sew around each panel if you wanted to do that. It's something, you know, just to get you a little bit, I'm just showing you ideas just to inspire you to create one for yourself. And this one here, scrap piece of paper, this one is, oh, it's about 4.5. So I'll do the 3 panel here. Now for the 3 panel you just score it at 4 and you score it at 8 because it's 12 inches long. Okay, and the same goes for this. You just fold over your cardboard, fold it just like that, and there's your 3 panel. Okay, so look, it's just that easy, guys. Now what I will do, I'll grab a piece of pattern paper. I just grabbed a piece of music sheet paper because you could even make your hearts out of music sheet paper, or you could make them out of textbook paper and then decorate them how you wanted it yourself. So I'm just going to show you how to get this shaped heart if you wanted it. So I've got some music sheet paper. I'm just going to line that up there on the top of the front panel and just cut a piece. It's a little bit bigger than my panel, a little bit shorter in width but a little bit longer in length. So, oh, sorry guys, all you have to do once you've got your right size, you don't want your heart to be any wider than that, so you just fold that over in half gently, and all you do is start from the folded edge, go up for the top of your heart, and then you just go down and you just make it as long and as wide as you want it to be. Now look how easy that is. Wow, that's nearly spot on with the other one I made. Okay, so that's how easy it is to do the hearts by hand. You don't have to have a die cutting machine. Okay, but don't forget, like, you can also use your stamps. You know, you could use your stamps. I'm just going to roughly cut one to this size here and just more or less do the same with this. You can, like, doing it freehand, you can just make some absolutely wonderful shaped hearts. So this one here, I'm not going to go quite as tall, and I'm going to come out wider and just go down to a point. And look at that, fits perfectly on your panel. Okay, so that's the idea, guys. This is going to be my first challenge for our crafty tribe for 2021, and the name of the challenge is going to be the Many Colours of Love. It's more or less doing it for Valentine's Day, but making it for yourself. You don't have to send it to someone, but then if you're inclined to make one and send it to someone or give it to someone special in your life, just do it, okay? But I think the whole idea for me this year is, you know, is to do little things that I love doing and that I would love to see around me in my craft room. Okay, so that's the whole idea. Like this one here, I can sit this just up here on my table and I can see and look at it every day. And doing little things like that also puts you in a more creative mindset, and it also, like, it makes me happy. Okay, and then like seeing this sitting around somewhere, I think, oh, I might do some of those painty backgrounds today, or or I might use fabric. Oh, I might use my sewing machine. So, you know, the inspiration on making something for yourself and leaving it somewhere that you can see it, you know, it just makes your creativity grow too. Okay, all right, so I think I've rambled on enough. This is, oh, it's so good to be back, and I didn't think I could talk so much. Okay, so this is the accordion book, the Many Colours of Love challenge that I'm putting in our Crafty Tribe on Facebook. It's through the group, so I will leave that down below, but all you have to do, if you're on Facebook and would like to join, just go in the search bar and put in our Crafty Tribe, and then you're quite welcome to join the group and to join in on the challenges. So what I was thinking, another thing that I love doing that makes me personally happy is like sending out little happy mails and things like that. So what I thought with my first challenge, I'm going to put it up today, which I think is the 11th or the 12th of January, and I'm going to let it run through Valentine's Day to the end of February, which is the 28th, if I think I'm right, 28th? Oh, yes. So I'll let this run through till the 28th, and then any participants through group that have shown, you know, the photos of what you made, I will just put all your names into a little container and just pick out a couple so that I can send you some happy mail. And yeah, and that's it, guys. So I hope you liked them. I think this is like, I think I've given you enough ideas that, you know, you should have something in your craft supplies like paper or scrap papers or music sheet paper or bits of fabric or, you know, twines and what have you. Paint and stamps as well. Okay, so that's it. I think that's it now. Yes. Oh, it's so good to be back. Hi everyone. I should have said that at the start. Okay, so you will be seeing me do some more for the group throughout the year, which I think I'm really going to love, and I'm going to find a lot of fun and enjoyment doing it. Okay, that's it, guys. You all have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will catch you later. Bye, guys.